Mike is hot. And today is 5/16/26. Yeah. And it is Saturday, and we are starting up our cooking show today.
Well, you may want to wait for the ads.
Well, no, I do that at the beginning of every one of them, so I know what it is when I go to do the VODs.
Then I should not have interrupted.
Nah, you're fine. I've known that guy for 6 years, and he's just now following me.
Oh my God, he was on it, boy.
Yeah, I don't care. What do you say?
No, I'm
three
just impressed.
3.5 hours? I think that's more than enough.
Oh my God, there's an ad break in 1 minute.
Ad break in 1 minute.
Yeah.
Hey Nate, hello. Congrats on first. Welcome in. I was gonna say I hadn't hit the ads button yet. I'm just now getting around to putting out the ads in Discord and all. Remember those peppers I was supposed to pull out of the freezer? Guess what I didn't do?
You didn't. You didn't pull them out?
No. I did not.
What are you gonna do?
I'll just pull them out as I need them.
What is this?
It'll be fine.
I'm just looking at all the new icons that Twitch gives us. They're all fantastic.
Lemongrass. And red chilies of death. We'll use the red chilies of death today. I'm just going to slice it open and then reseal it.
Good.
Except that didn't do it.
We're in an ad break.
We will pull out 4 death chilies. And I'll just put this back in the freezer for the time being. And we'll reseal it during the show.
And we're back.
Oh wow. I don't even know what recipe we're doing first today. Hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. I think we're out of the commercials.
Yup.
I am just dropping a few links here and there. Setting Blue Sky to live. And there we go. All right, so we are going to be doing a little bit of stuff today. I've got Haru here.
Hi. For a while.
We're just kind of chilling, and he's working on tech stuff, and I'm working on cooking today. I got 2 recipes. One of these is a very traditional South Indian recipe for chicken curry. This is going to be a very unusual one for everybody else because I've not done any of these ones with the unusual ingredients. We've got shallots instead of red onions. We've got stone flour. We've got kalpasi. We've got we're going to make this with yogurt instead of milk. A couple other things. Mint. It's also got mint in it. And there's no measurements for anything, so we're good. Then we're going to make a vegetable pilau, which is kind of a rice dish. This one is supposed to be using paneer. Now, I am not a big fan of paneer. Paneer is a goat cheese. It is kind of gritty. It doesn't melt. It's just not got a lot of flavor to it. So what I'm going to do is we're going to make some fried tofu cubes instead, because they'll absorb up the flavor of the spices. And this is going to be made with garlic and onion, a little bit of red onion. I'm going to use some of the shallots. We've got beans, carrots, cabbage, little mini peppers, and basmati. And these are both relatively simple recipes. It's going to take me a little longer to do them because I'm going to be showing you all how I'm doing them. But these are ones that you could very easily do for yourself and do very quickly. Hey, TD Man, welcome in. Learning how to kill things with coins. Interesting. Hey, Mama Man, or Momo-san, welcome in. So we're going to get started here in just a minute or two. I'm trying to decide on how a couple of these substitutions here and there. I can't get one of the spices. It's kind of a derivative of latex, actually. I looked it up.
Wow.
Yeah, asafoetida is a derivative of a root that's used for latex.
Hey, smart speaker, play asafoetida.
But that's fine. We're going to be cooking this up with some chicken thighs, and then the other one's going to be purely veg. We've also got a lot of leftover stuff, so we're going to make something with that. And we're going to do that one on the fly with whatever we got on hand. So this ought to be cool. I've got a cabinet full of spices. Now I've already got the rice in the pot over there in the rice cooker going, so we're going to get started here in just a minute. We're going to have to skin a lot of shallots. I got about 1.5 pounds of them, and they're all little ones. Welcome in, everybody. Hey. Nice. Okay. My heart rate's almost up to 60.
Whoa.
That's what caffeine does to me. Yeah, you heard me right.
I
60.
feel like that's fairly common.
Well, oh wow. Hello, welcome in, Raiders.
Whoa.
Hello, Saint. Welcome in. We were just getting ready to get started here. You had excellent timing. Welcome in, everybody. Mass Effect. Okay. I'm not good with the shooters. I hope you all enjoyed it. How are you doing today? Welcome in, everybody. Oh, today's been pretty good today. I got to tell you. Been kind of chilling a little bit, but it's been good. We've got our new equipment working today. Everything's all nice and cleaned up. Although my camera has been shifted again.
Oh boy.
Just ever so slightly. There we go. First official stream I had since moving to the new apartment. Oh, nice. How are you liking the new place so far? So we are going to start off with our shallots. The mobile microphone means that everybody gets all the mobile noises. So for today, we're going to use these shallots. These are the little ones. I don't have any of the mega big ones. $15 of these shallots that we got to skin. Hey, Melina. Hello, welcome in. Be back in a bit. Okay, well, we're here. Nice now that I've settled in. I have some work to do, but I got important things to... Oh, yeah. When I moved into this house, they basically brought everything into this kitchen and just set it in the middle of the kitchen. And a lot of it stayed there for about 3 weeks. So I know how that is. How you doing today, Melina? Hello, hello. All right, next up is garlic. We need several garlic cloves for this one. This is going to be a fun recipe. We got a lot of spice and flavor. There's 4. We're going to need 10 for this one. Right off the bat. There's 4. I'm going to start cutting into the mega garlic that we got just the other day. This sucker's huge. I think I showed you all this on the last stream because I had gotten it for the last stream, but I didn't use it. Look at that thing. This is almost the size of my hand. Hey, Sarah Nova, hello. Hey, that's true. Where is that? Where am I? Interesting. The PNG tubers aren't working. Okay, I guess we are just going to have to use the... No, that ain't working either. I guess we just don't have them today. Indian sausage. No, we are not. We are making a South Indian chicken curry. 5, 6, 7, 8. These things are huge. I'm going to count that as 10.
Is it possible we broke it with that link I sent you?
I didn't open the link yet. I just looked at it.
Oh,
It sometimes it does that. I don't know. It's supposed to pick it up when I'm in Discord. I don't know why it didn't.
did you change over to your Discord?
I do that from Jen's Discord pretty frequently, but I can. Come on over.
Okay.
All right, I'm switching Discords. We're coming back in, and Fugi's still not working.
Ah, well.
That's all right. I could try and log into it.
That'll probably fix it. If it really matters to you.
Oh, now it's coming up. I guess it just couldn't see me for some reason. So we'll try changing
You'll
screens
want to
again.
refresh the browser source, yeah.
Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Sausage. No. Bun has one problem. Garlic makes... Well, you know what? This is a curry for chicken. It is going to have a lot of onion, and it's going to have a lot of garlic in it. Just enjoy it. Oh, where is it? Configuration, refresh cache.
Something happened.
It's supposed to pick it up automatically, but it's not doing it.
You may need a new link. I don't know.
I'll try one more time. We got a few minutes. Sources. I don't know how to get it to pick it up. Let me try cooking a bunch of Indian food, grinding it up, and stuffing it into sausage. That is not no. That is not me. Let me tell you. It's not picking it up.
Ah. Can you try? Have you tried refreshing the
Yeah.
itself?
Hey, Ernos. No, I'm not making sausage. Yes, we know you do. You know what I think it is? Huh, no, not that either. I thought maybe it was hiding underneath the screen, and it's not.
You might need a new link from the site.
Well, I did that.
Oh. And it shows on the site, right?
Yeah.
And then you put it in here and it doesn't.
I think the only way to actually fix it is to disable the stream and then restart it, because this software does that sometimes.
Well, RIP.
It's not even doing my slideshow thing either.
Oh, you might have more problems than just that, then.
Well, I just enabled it just a second ago. I can't see where it is on the screen. If you send me a freeze-dried tarantula, what? I am not cooking bugs.
Well, if you need to restart, we'll hold.
No. I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
I will just turn it on, and if it decides to work, it decides to work, and if it doesn't, it doesn't.
That's all right. You'll get it next time.
Yeah, I've got it logged in. I don't know. It's not showing you either, so whatever it is, it's just broken. What about it? No bugs. All right, let's get back to where we were. So we've got our garlic, we've got our shallots. So the first stage is that we need ginger and we need mint. Ginger and mint. We're going to be cutting up some coins of that. And then we need coriander. Now this is just phase one. So this part of it is getting turned into paste. And then that paste is going to get fried, and then we bring in our chicken and other things. There we go. Hope I got enough. All right, we need a half a teaspoon of fennel seed, which is not something we normally do. This is the phase two part of it. So there's our fennel seed. I'm going to put a little bit more in there because we're using a little more chicken than what they called for this recipe. Then we also have Kalpasi. Kalpasi is not something you normally see. And I gotta go digging through the cabinet to find it. Where did it go? It's in a big jar. I know that. Oh, there it is. This is Kalpasi. What is that? Well, it's tree lichens. Yeah, you heard me correctly. They're tree lichens. We're also going to need some curry leaves, so I'm going to go ahead and pull those out too. We licking the tree. Can we do one of those Food Network style challenges where you got to try and make the restaurant quality dish out of, wait a minute, hold on, out of the ingredients provided, but chat picks the ingredients like Iron Chef because we're helping? I mean, kielbasa, no. Kalpasi. It was pulled tree skin. Yeah. The freeze-dried grasshoppers are the... You know, I'll think about it because I got a big birthday stream I got to do this year. We'll see. All right, from there, we're going to add in 1 tomato to be chopped up. We need our chili powder next, and the chili powder is going to be dependent on what you want. You need to make your choice. In my case, I'm going to be using a little bit of a blend. So these three here are part of stage 2. As far as chili powder goes, I am going to use a little bit of a mixture. I don't want to make this overly strong because, like I said before, this, while I could do that once, you know, I got to eat it all week. So you don't want to do that every day. Otherwise, I would make it a lot stronger. We need 1 teaspoon of chili powder. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a half a teaspoon of just regular, a little bit more than a half a teaspoon of just regular dark chili powder. And then we're going to add, where is it? There it is. We just got a new jar. Ah. Well, my ears just decided to go wonky on me for some reason. All right, a half a teaspoon of cayenne. Now, cayenne's a bit more bite to it, so don't go overboard. Then we need a teaspoon and a half of coriander, which is pretty common. Where is it? This is just ground up seeds from the cilantro over there. And I'm adding just a little bit of each, proportional, because we got more chicken than what they're asking for, so we need a little bit more. Then we need a half a teaspoon of garam masala. There's a half teaspoon of that. I'm going to add a little bit more. And then we need turmeric. The turmeric you don't need very much. This is getting colorful, isn't it? And then we need about a half a teaspoon of pepper. First challenge stream? No, it's like the third. Hikari isn't bugs. Bottle of Meet Your Maker, great. I've eaten Reaper peppers here before. Thanks, Ernos. There's our pepper. Then we've got, it actually calls for yogurt on the next part here. This is part of making the sauce. Unfortunately, all I could get was plain Greek. I couldn't get plain regular yogurt. So this is gonna be a little bit thick. And then we just have our chicken, and that is it. So I know it looks like it's going to be a little more complicated, but it's not real bad. Even the prep work isn't all that much. Keep this plastic bag here. Now I am going to add a little bit of that green pepper to it. The Indian pepper. I don't know what the type of them is. So let me get a picture here, because I've not tried this recipe. We're going to give it a shot. This is a new one. All right. I think we're ready to get started. If you all are ready. It would help if my ears stopped ringing. I just started doing it at random a few minutes ago. That's added at stage 3. This is added at stage 3. We will get these in a minute. We'll start with our shallots. You know, I might actually have to use the small knife for this. Thought we were doing good today. Is this where everything goes crazy? This can all be done in one pot too. Gonna take a shower and be back. Okay. Heard of alcohol? You think it makes surströmming? No. Oh, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
Don't get evicted, please.
I know how this goes, Ciranova, because they cut that up. They open up they open up a hole in the ground. They pee on it and then they bury it. I know what you're talking about. That's an Icelandic one.
I mean, maybe you have your own place, but your neighbors will evict you.
Yeah.
For the surströmming.
I've got several friends in Iceland. Matter of fact, one came by here one time a couple years ago. We did a stream. I think. Yeah, I still have it. They brought this along. Straight from Iceland. The Black Death.
Oh my god. It's not that strong though.
There we go.
You ever had Malort?
Put all that back. We're not doing that today. No aquavit for stream. Hey Gar, welcome in. I'm just going to cut this into little quarters. We don't really need to cut it up too much because we're going to throw this into a blender cup. How we doing, Gar? Welcome in. I won't be making the head cheese either, thank you. Or the ram's head. Mainly because I just can't get the ingredients. No puffin sandwiches either.
What about a cannibal sandwich?
Are you volunteering an arm?
Oh no. Oh no.
That's what I thought.
It's popular in Wisconsin. It's a holiday tradition featuring raw ground beef, onions, salt, and pepper on rye bread or crackers.
Raw ground beef.
Yeah. Onions, salt, and pepper on rye bread.
I wouldn't even consider that to be safe these days because of the way we treat food now.
The FDA said, and I quote, "Please stop eating raw meat. It's dangerous."
Yeah.
And Wisconsin said, no. And by Wisconsin, I mean a few crazy people here.
I hate peeling these little monsters. They're so difficult. We're going to do this the right way. I'm not going to just cheapen it and use purple onion, red onion, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to use the good stuff.
Emotional damage.
Hey, Darkness, hello. You want mad cow disease? Because that's definitely a way to get mad cow disease. Exactly.
It's apparently an old German immigration recipe that came over in the 19th century.
Well, they didn't have as much of a problem with mad cow disease in the 19th century that we know of. I mean, you can always go with that whole thought of, you know, eating your brain, eating the brain of the enemy is how to gain their knowledge, if you like, but I'm pretty sure those cows don't have too much for you to think about. I seem to remember that the shallots they were using in this demonstration that I saw for this one were a lot smaller than these, and I think we got too much, but we will see. There were no measurements, and everything was in Hindi, so I had to translate quick. I think they reluctantly printed it in Hindi, because they don't generally speak that there. Generally Telugu. Or Tamil. Okay, so ho chat. Welcome. I'm pretty sure this is too much. This one decided to make things a little more complicated and have two bodies. I'll get caught up with chat here in just a minute. My eyes are currently occupied. This is also a two-body. Is that Aster? Hello, Aster. Hey, Wheelie. Hello. Oh, it's Al. Hello, Al. Welcome in. Welcome in. we're just doing the majority of the prep work on this one. We're making ourselves a very traditional South Indian dish. Just a standard chicken curry. And I think we definitely have too many shallots. It said 15 to 20, but I think they were all about this size. And I've had ones that were 3 and 4 times this size. So I'm just gonna get 2 more and call it good. This is a completely different type right here. I will get caught up with chat in just a minute. I'm sorry. I'll be right there.
Scrolling up. I said something about using fresh ground beef from a reputable butcher instead of Wally Mart. Sierra Nova said butcher's meat is probably less trustworthy. It's exposed to everyone and everything that's been in the shop. Butchers tend to care less about cross-contamination. Not saying Wally's much better. I said that they're... Al said he's just a bear.
Oh, is this chat?
Are you sure about that, Al? Yeah, this is chat. Then I said in that region of Wisconsin, they'd be aware of the dish and take safety precautions. That doesn't make it completely safe, though. It's still stupid. Don't do it. Al makes bear sounds.
Al makes bear
Sierra
sounds.
Nova. It's more of a gross out factor. Pretty much immune to salmonella. Wheelie says, hi, Nate.
Uh-oh. Ugh. Luckily, that one went flying while it still had the skin on it.
And now you are caught up.
No one reads a Cannibal Dad joke. I missed that one. Match. Was there a Cannibal Dad joke? I missed that. I'll have to get back to it here in a minute.
Oh, what happened to the cannibal when he showed up late for dinner? He got the cold shoulder.
Oh, okay. Okay. I think I've told that one before. I gotta be careful. I'm gonna start getting too repetitive. All right, there we go. I am calling it quits on that much onion. I'm not gonna put any more in there. Now we're gonna get our garlic. This garlic has got some very stiff skin. And again, we don't need to chop this up too much because all of this is going to end up going in the little blender. I don't really have one of the blender cup deals. It basically looks like a coffee grinder kind of thing. I could go back to doing the method y'all wanted me to do a couple weeks ago. Like the old smash. A little bit of ultra violence. 10 points for anybody that remembers that one. Other than Al, because he watched it with me a couple weeks ago. The gold shoulder. Believe it or not, the rice is already done. I actually need to open that up here in a minute. This paste is going to have a very strong smell to it, isn't it? Circus boat floating in the ocean gets into a bad storm and sinks. About a day later, a couple of cannibals sitting around the fire on a remote island got hold of a clown. One of them looks at the other one and says, "This tastes funny to you?" You're welcome. You're welcome. You needed that one in your life. Okay, garlic done. Now we need a couple of coins of our ginger here. Name of 5 stars in Hollywood. Okay. We're going to do our best today also to emphasize that this one is not meant to make your kitchen very dirty too. This is a relatively easy one. We only need 1 pot. And you'll note that I'm not using garlic ginger paste this time. While that is super common, this time it's just not needed. There we go. I'll put that in with the garlic. We're going to stir our onions first. Now our coriander. I was half expecting it. Okay. It just says a handful of coriander leaves. Okay. And our mint as well. I'm just going to use all of it. because these stems are pretty thick, like 2 or 3 C's. This is going to add a lot of the flavor to it. This mint is fairly strong. It gives you kind of a fresh flavor too. It's in a lot of Mediterranean dishes. There's about a fistful. There's a fistful. There we go. Yep, that's how we're measuring it. We're measuring it in fistfuls. All right, the tomato is going to go in, and it's going to be part of the stir frying process. And as a result, we need to make sure that it's actually cut up. So I'm going to get at that one now. The tomato doesn't go in until the paste has been cooked up. And already I can very strongly smell that mint and that cilantro. Sorry, coriander. Right? That's most of the core. How we doing? Trouble eating his own arm. It was just too humorous. There we go. Keep it coming. All right, here's stage 2. Our tomatoes, our stone flour, and our fennel seed. And I believe we've got stage 1 prep done. Now the last part of it is to get our chicken done. Now the chicken I do on a different board. We are going to straight up grind that as is. So we're not cooking it first. This is not a blender cup. This is something different. So it may be a little difficult to get this to grind. Oh boy. Nope, we're not going to use this one. We're going to have to do this one in the full one. Garlic, ginger, coriander, mint. We are going to fry this as a paste. How we get it to be a paste is a different story. I'm going to try putting in a little bit of the oil that we're going to use for cooking it before I have to resort to putting water in it. I might have to resort to putting water in it. It won't mess it up to do that, but I don't like doing it. All right. This one I'm going to have to do away from the camera. But y'all can get the ASMR sound of it. Nope, we're gonna have to put a little water in it. I didn't think it would work like that, but we try. That's okay. We're gonna have to put water in it later anyway. That's almost doing it. We're almost there. I'm just going to kind of mix it up a little bit, see if I can get it to... There we go. Added a little more water. Now it's starting to move. We want a nice fine paste with this one. Good sausage. Want to be a divorce lawyer for water and oil? Those two are always separating. Oh boy. Move the stuff down on the sides, down into the main part of it. The stuff that it initially ejected. It's working pretty well now, so we're going to give it a minute or two. And I'm going to start dressing our chicken. This wasn't really intended for 2.7 pounds of chicken, but we will give it a shot. I'll be adding a little more yogurt to it than it called for anyway, so that probably will take care of it. Oh yeah, that's circulating nicely.
The caffeine is working.
The chicken, we're just going to cut it up into bite-sized bits. We're making saucy, spicy chicken nuggies, I guess, at this point. I'll leave a little bit of the fat. I'm gonna let that run a little longer. I might have to speed it up a little because it looks like it's kind of hit a point where it's stagnating. I want a fine paste, not a coarse one. Look how he's yelling over the blender, even though we can barely hear the blender. I have no idea what your volume levels are like when it comes to that. I keep forgetting that the sound filtration is actually pretty good. So I will tone it down just a little. Is that still good? Acoustics are weird, man. I just assume it's loud and in your ears. But you're right, I don't even see it on the mic. Also, it just stopped on its own. I didn't know it had a timer. Well, in that case, I'll just go ahead and finish cutting the chicken so I don't have to only have to wash my hands once. Sounds more normal? Okay. I'm still kind of getting used to the fact that, you know, I've got a mic right directly below my neck. And not having to yell at the one on the stand over here. The rice is actually not for this dish, but it will be served with it. I made twice as much as I needed because the other dish requires about a half a cup. We are using thighs for this. I would really suggest not using breasts for these types of dishes. Oh. I feel a tendon in there. Yeah, there's a tendon in there. I'll just cut around it. I got too much anyway, and I can't freeze half of one chicken thigh. It's kind of wasteful. So I'll just toss it in this case. Fill one in this one too. The question is where. There it is. Okay,
I
it doesn't
tend
go all
to
the way
not
through.
care. Oh,
Was-
really, Al?
Hello? Yes, Mr. Mouse?
I'm just reading Al's Pachomp, but
Oh.
chewy, chewy chomp, and
Chewy,
I
chewy
tend to not care.
All right, so there is our chicken. That is the only meat we are using today. Just this. This dish is really just all prep work. That's all it is. The actual cooking part doesn't take but about 30 minutes. And that's being a little slow with it. What do y'all think? You think I should go ahead and add a couple of curry leaves to it too? I could. Open up that yogurt. This is just plain yogurt that I've got. It's plain Greek yogurt, but I've got plain yogurt. And tend to not care, but what if little pork is a treat? I thought it was a universal greeting, but my memory finally kicked in and realized it's okay. You baking me crazy. I think what chomp is from okay. All right, so one thing I am gonna do, I am gonna take one of these little peppers and I'm gonna mix it in there. But we're gonna do it at the tomato stage. And I shouldn't really be doing this because it's probably gonna make it a little spicy. A little too spicy. But we will do it. I don't think it's gonna hurt anything. Let me fluff up that rice. See, y'all got me thinking to speak normally instead of upping the volume. There's my rice paddle. There. You know, it's been a long time since I've done a sushi stream. Maybe I should do one of those sometime soon. Heck, I might need more. We'll see about it. We're going to switch over to the stove here in just a second. I'm going to add 3 or 4 curry leaves. I think they were optional for this one. I'm putting them in. Curry leaves. Yeah, these are the dried ones though. These are not fresh ones. Definitely not against it. Okay. So let me go ahead and get over here. And we're going to have to do this in a couple of different ways, a couple of different stages. So we're going to have to move quick. Now I've got the paste here. Oh boy, that smells strong. Of course, it is made from mint and a pile of shallots and garlic. So this is actually very, very similar in nature to the Thai curry that I normally do. This is kind of like having the green paste, really. Oh, there's a lot of it in here. I'm having some trouble getting it out. Oh, this is a lot more paste than I saw in that particular video. So we're definitely making a lot more than I expected. Our flavors may be off. This is how much paste that made. It's like a whole bowl full. All right, here we go. I'm gonna start off by bringing this up to a kind of a low heat. There's still more in here. I'm officially older than Firecat in spirit. Yeah, we'll go with that one. For real, fam. No cap. Claims to be old but doesn't recognize the universal greetings from Transformers the movie. Okay. You say this, but then you don't mention which one, because there was multiple ones and people seem to forget that. The one I remember is from about 1983. There is only one that was called Transformers the movie. This is the pace that never ends. It goes on. That's okay. Well, I know that they made one recently that was kind of cruddy, with that dude that yelled at everybody to not make their dreams memes. And then put his underwear on a flagpole in Tennessee. And it took all of Reddit about 5 minutes to find it. All right, I don't want to get this too hot to start off with, because I don't know what low flame really entails. Oh, that is so much. We are going to have to do some adjusting on this one. I just know it. This one is going to require adjusting. Solid spoon. Okay, here we go. Instantaneously, the oil is gone. as is the water, just steamed right out. So just like doing Thai curry, we're gonna cook the paste first. In this case, it's very wet, so it's going to take it a few minutes. You can't do like we do in the super hot wok and do it in like 12 seconds. We did try and bring Galvatron into the story and say that Earth is Unicron. One of the Michael Bay movies we called that. Okay. You have to kind of keep this moving because you don't want it to brown up. As you can imagine, some of the different ingredients here are giving off odors at different times. So right now, I'm really smelling garlic and coriander. I always thought it was funny that the leader of the Decepticons just changed into a big gun and it required somebody else to shoot it. Like, what kind of leader are you, dude? You're just the weapon. Let Soundwave run things. Probably work better. This is probably going to take a little longer than it should because I'm trying to be careful with it. You're only supposed to cook this for about 6 to 7 minutes until it starts kind of drying out and becoming more pasty. Right now, it's not quite there yet.
Liftoff of mission 41B, the first flight of the orbital Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower. Discovery's core computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
See, it's kind of boiling out all the excess water. Looks like it's losing some of the volume. That's good. I'm definitely more smelling the mint now, and the mint and the onion. I'm actually going to go ahead and start throwing in the tomato. Kind of let it all cook down a little. I might need to turn the heat up a little bit. could go ahead and get the rice going. Don't feel like burning my fingers today. Looks like this basmati rice is a little thirsty. It might have been sitting down for too long. We're gonna have to add a little more water when we make the next batch. I was debating whether I was going to use the wok or not for this today, but I think this is a good idea not to. And the only reason I say that is because I have a carbon steel wok, and this stuff is kind of acidic. So it's starting to rust a little bit, because it was a cheap one. It was only like $7. I'm going to probably have to get one of those hammered ones. See why I went ahead and started cooking the tomatoes? I'm going to bring the heat up a little, because they're still solid and they're supposed to be breaking down. It's probably not enough heat, so we're going to bring it up. We're up to about a 6 now, 6.5. I don't think I'm ready to go ahead and add stage 2 just yet. Okay, we might be ready for stage 2. I take that back. We may not get the consistency I wanted. So in goes our fennel, our curry leaves.
What were you
Our
looking
kalpasi.
for? Like a little more, less thick, maybe.
And our spices.
Hey, Ruru.
I heard something. I'll be over there in just a sec.
No worries.
Oh, I'm instantly smelling that garam masala. From this amount of paste, we might not have enough. It's supposed to be a lot more red than that. Yeah, I think I'm going to make some adjustments. So instead of making it super spicy, we'll add a little Kashmiri chili powder, which would be also in line with the recipe. I'll go back and I'll add a little more coriander and a little more turmeric. And a little more garam masala. Basically, I've just doubled it. And our tomatoes are starting to come down a little bit too, so they're getting mixed in there. So we're going to bring in our chicken now. Now we definitely have to add a little bit of water to this as well. I want to make sure the chicken's nice and well coated. And our quote-unquote sauce here is not just sitting in the bottom of the pan, you know? I thought there was a piece of plastic in there for a second. Okay, what was up? Hey, Boo Boo. Stage 2? Yeah, we're on stage 3 now. Just chilling, playing some Ultra Kill. Spicy sausage. Needs an even coating or it won't sausage properly. Exactly. All right, so we're going to bring in our yogurt now. I'm just going to go ahead and use all of it. Curd, if you will. This is how you go from having paste to having sauce. Is that enough? We will see. I think it might have been. That's looking about right. It's a little more green than I expected. I've still got a little more yogurt if I need it. Use Go-Gurt? No. Gurt.
I'm going to go with a no-gurt on that one.
I'm going to turn the volume up just a little. Say again?
I said I'm going to go with a no-gurt on that one.
What'd you say? Oh, Kurtnowski. Oh, God. I honestly think we got enough. All we need to do now is just add a little water so that it doesn't get stuck. Might need a little more than that. There we go. I'm probably going to regret this, but we're gonna do a little bit to adjust it a little more. Was that a half a tablespoon of red chili? Yes, it was. But it was the dark chili, not the spicy stuff. There we go. That's almost right. Might need a little more. I don't want to add anything too strong to it. It's probably already spicy enough. The sauce is supposed to be kind of a dark red. And add more color powder. That's about right. There we go. I'm going to turn the heat down just a little bit. We're going to let that simmer for about another 15 minutes or so. Just a smidge. Hey, Ursa, hello. Water that. Okay. Key and peele. Where shall I fly first? Oh yes, Greece, where the yogurt flows like wine, but Go-Gurt has to stay. And then add cinnamon and sugar. No, we're not doing that. Hey, Ursa, welcome in. Continental Breakfast was my favorite skit. All right, I am going to go ahead and start up the rice again. We need about a cup. Wow, okay. I was looking at the weather thing today and I noticed something unusual. And it felt kind of dry to me here too, but it is in fact extremely dry here. The humidity's down to like 60%, which is very low for this area. I am going to make a little bit more rice this time. And again, it's basmati. The next recipe, we're actually going to be mixing the rice in at the end. But this time I put in two cups roughly. So we're going to put in 2.5 of water. Since I got this 2 bottles of accidental drinking water, we're going to use that. Uh-oh. Hello, hello. If that's a raid, hello raiders, I'll be right there. I'm setting up a rice cooker. Oh my goodness, what's going on?
Jindal with 14.
Jindal, hello, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid, everybody. Oh my gosh. Hold on, I'll be right there. Have to get the rice cooker going again. What's for dinner? Hey Stu, hello Jen, hello. And DH as well, hello. Let's get Jen, and I know you were playing 10 Hearts. Did you actually finish it today? I was watching for a long time. We'll get DH2. And Serenova. One more. Gar, are you still here? Yes. Okay. Nope, we'll finish it next week. We have 3 stages left from the looks of it. We completed Act 3. Okay. Well, I know y'all were having a lot of fun with that, and I was liking the way I was liking it too. We're right in the middle of the last stage here of this curry, this traditional South Indian curry. I've been having to modify it a little bit. It was way too green. Yes, and we made the paste ourselves this time. It's completely made from I think I used 12 large shallots. We got a fistful of mint, a fistful of coriander. We got, what else did we put in there? Garlic. There's like 8 cloves of garlic, 8 or 10 cloves of garlic in there. And we fried that down. Then we added in some tomatoes and some spicy stuff. I've been adjusting the chili powder in it to try and get the color down a little bit because we had a little too much of the paste. I was expecting like a half a cup. We got like 2 cups. It's ridiculous. We got fennel seeds. We've got kalpasi, which is stone flower. It's a lichen off of a tree. We got tomato, chili powder, coriander, garam masala, turmeric, pepper. I did coat this with curd, which is in this case Greek yogurt. And we got about 2 pounds of chicken. And right now we're in the kind of the final stage while we're letting it simmer. Always like English food. This is a South Indian one here. I have put some very spicy little peppers in there too. I'm not putting anything else hotter than that in there. We've also got some ginger. And I did add some water to it, so that's why it's a little bit wet right now. We stole it fair and square. We have one more dish today, and then I'm probably going to take some of our extra ingredients and we're going to kind of improvise that one a little bit, make it into another dish. Our second one today is more of a vegetable pilau style, which is why I'm cooking up some more rice. We're going to try to do everything in one pot today and try not to make a huge mess. The second one's very simple. This one wasn't really all that much either. But we are going to do some, we are going to be frying up some tofu for this one. I'm not going to use paneer. I was explaining to chat everybody earlier, I can't get into that habit. I just can't get into that Zoomer habit of calling everybody chat. Anyway, instead of paneer, so what?
I said thank you for that on the chat comment.
Yeah, I don't like using chat either. Because these are our friends and neighbors. Anyway, I lost track of my thought there. Straight skibbity bussin', the 6'7", no cat. Exactly. You bet your gat. This actually is probably going to end up kind of spicy. I put about an extra tablespoon of hot chili in it, and I put about another tablespoon of Kashmiri chili in it because we got a little bit too much onion and a little bit too much green stuff. We're just now getting the color down. But this is a South Indian dish, South Indian method. It's got some thickness to it. I may not have to do any cornstarching. And this one will go well for lunch every day, as long as it isn't too spicy. We got about 8 more minutes left on it. And my next batch of rice is heating up right now. Ugh. I think we're going to have to get a new wok. I've already gotten 2, and the first one works great, but the first one is a little bit difficult to use sometimes. I love it, but I don't have the right place for it. And our second one is starting to rust. So I think I'm going to have to go get a good hammered one and really oil it down. Unfortunately, I have to use a flat bottom. I can't use a proper one because I don't have the facility for it. Big booty biryani. I am going to taste this here in about 7 or 8 minutes. We will adjust any salt or pepper needed. But I don't think we're going to need it. Luckily, on all of my blood tests, everything has always come up okay in the salt category. I'm generally right in the middle. If you really wanted to use the round bottom one, yeah, I know. But those things also, every time you use them, you burn up about $15 worth of gas. Those little cylinders are not cheap. I looked into it. If I were going full time into doing the cooking thing, I'd probably do it. But right now, no. It's making a nice gravy. It'd be really cool if they had an induction version. I have an induction version. That's my first one. I do have one. Boo Boo got that one. But it requires, yeah, the problem is that it's just not heating up the way I hoped it would. It does a great job and I can use it, but it's difficult. I kind of almost set fire to an extension cord using it. It was too much energy. And by almost, I mean it did kind of catch fire and I had to put it out. That's why we haven't seen it in a little while. The cord wasn't quite strong enough for that. I figured a 15 amp would be good enough, but then I didn't count in the length. And it was a 25-foot cord, so. Listen, I was able to wrap it with tape, and then I used it again until I accidentally ran it over with the lawnmower. And then I gave up and bought a new one. We won't discuss how that happened. Now, I'm not using vegetable oil in this one. That's why you're not seeing it floating up so much. I was really easy on the oil this time. Normally by now you would be seeing kind of a red chili oil kind of appearance skimming on the top. Lenses are in the housing. Okay. PCB getting reinstalled. Okay. And we don't rip any. Yeah, the ZIF cables. Listen, I'm only just now admitting to it. It was an old cord. It wasn't even polarized.
What were you doing? Good Lord.
I cranked it up to full power. I didn't think it'd be a problem.
Yeah, and then you got to 88 miles an hour and your cord tried to time travel.
Yeah. Listen, y'all don't know half of the stuff that's ended up happening during these streams. So, you know. We've had multiple methane incidents, and I've just tried to keep quiet about it. I have not seen methane recently. I don't know where methane is. Which may just mean
I feel
that
like that's a question I shouldn't ask.
Methane is unique. Their house does not smell good from the street 100 yards away. I'm guessing they're cooking brake
Oh,
fluid.
that house. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. I'm guessing that they're cooking brake fluid along with a few other things. All right, we've still got a lot of water in there, and I don't want to overcook the chicken. So we're gonna, since there is a lot of water, I'm just gonna kind of tap in about a teaspoon of cornstarch. And turn the heat down. That's a little thicker. You might need a little more. Yeah, that seems about right. So we can come back over here now. Methadese nuts. About Methalia or Methcules? No, we're just going with methane on this one. Fight the meth clops. Like I said, today we are going to try to do this using one pot. Oh, that smells good. I can still smell a little bit of the mint. And the chicken's been cooking for about 30 minutes, not really 20. It's been about 30. If not a little more.
Nathaniel?
Daniel?
That's a good one. Mythodicius?
Are we just going with Greek now? What's going on? Oh my goodness, what's going on here?
Thanks, Nate.
Hold on.
Al the Bear,
Oh,
5
Al.
times subs.
Oh, we oh my goodness. Okay, thank you so much. Let's see what we got here. Nate and Sleeping Axel and Sierra Nova and Fido and Cola. Thank you so much for the donations, Al. Everybody enjoy yourselves. Enjoy the new subs.
30
Enjoy the
seconds to ad break.
emotes. You don't have to do that, but I really appreciate it. Thank you. We're going to try to get all of it. I don't normally do this. I don't normally put everything in the pot. But like I said, we're going to try to do this in one pot today. It's got kind of a good consistency to it. Oh, it smells great. Now our second dish today isn't going to require as much work as this one. This one required a good bit of work. Our second dish today is kind of a vegetable pilau, more or less. I love using stainless. Initially, I wasn't even going to use it today.
Ad break.
Perfect setup time, I guess. I'm grabbing just a little bit of the coriander here.
And we're back. Coriander ahead.
We do need it for the second dish too. I'm gonna get a picture of this one while we've got an ad break going.
Or as Firecat's neighbors would say, breaking the ad break. Thank you for that one.
I love these pockets in this apron here. I love it. Thank you, Al. Or not Al. Ursa. All right. So we got a nice one today. This is good. This smells great. Very low wastage. The other very. I'm sorry. I didn't mean. That was just a misstep on my part. Breaking Bad. So there's our first one today. We've got a nice, not too strong chicken curry with basmati, South Indian style. I'm going to set that over to the side. And we'll go ahead and grab the stuff for the vegetable pilau. Now the pilau is a little different. The pilau is actually, we're using cooked rice for this already, right off the bat. Now for this one, we're going to start off with our paneer, which in this case we're going to use tofu. And then we're going to just salt and pepper that like we normally do, and then fry it. So we'll be doing that. Grab that. Carrots and peppers and green beans. And where's the tofu? There's the tofu. Y'all can hear my little bit of ranting when I'm doing that. So there's our tofu. Now, it calls for bell peppers, but I had this bag of very colorful little peppers from last week. So we're going to use these. Now it calls for some chopped cabbage, and again, there's like no measurements. So what I'm doing in this case, instead of using an entire head of cabbage like I did last time and then throwing it away, we are going to use this, which is tricolor slaw, which has mostly the same ingredients that we need in it anyway. We've already got it chopped up. We don't have to do a whole lot. We need a few green beans. Just a few. That's actually it. We don't even really need that many. And a carrot. And our green chili. Our India style green chili. Wait a minute, did that? I didn't even catch that. Oh my goodness, y'all started a hype train too. Thank you so much. All right, now we do have some chopped onion for this one. We got about 2 tablespoons of red onion. It's not much. Now I do still have some red onion left from last week. It's probably more than we need, so we'll use this. It's drying out just a little bit. I'll just pull the core out. Let's see, what else did we need for this one? Mini peppers, the basmati rice, which isn't being cooked, some coriander, pepper. I'm going to use the rest of the coriander that we have today. And some pepper. There we go. Some pepper. And vegetable oil in this case. I'm probably going to use a little bit of vegetable oil for this one. Beans, carrot, cabbage, capsicum, and basmati. And that is it, and some soy sauce. In this case, soya sauce. That is the Hindi term, basically. So we got some of that. A few drops. And that is it for this one. The rice is in the cooker right now. It's going. We do want it to be fully cooked when we get started here. It's going to take me a little while to get the tofu ready, so we'll be good. Again, there's no measurements. We're just going to use what we got and however much we've got. So we'll start with our green beans. These are going to be trimmed up a little differently today. We're not just going to cut long pieces. We're going to cut them like this. Little slices. That's all you got to do. That's all you need for this one. This is not a huge recipe. I called the wrong name by accident, Al. All right, as far as our peppers go, we don't really need this many. I was just doing this for picture, of course. And these all get tossed in at the same time, which makes it a little more convenient. We want, normally this is done with, as it said, capsicum, which is just your regular bell pepper. We're doing this with little sweet peppers, so we're gonna try to cut it up in roughly the same size as you would get if you were using bell pepper. And they only called for about a half a pepper, so I'm just gonna use one of each. It looks like this will be the last time I can use these because they're going to start going bad soon. Not too big of chunks, but big enough. There we go.
Discovery's core computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions. Liftoff of mission 41B, the first flight of the orbiter Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower.
Discovery Houston, prep to ATO.
This is supposed to be about the rice and not the veggies, so you don't want to overpower it. Hello, Esther. How we doing today? Welcome in. A little bit of carrot, a little bit of beans. Now our peppers. This is unfortunately a frozen one, so you can see it's gotten a little soft. It's a little smushy, but it'll work. And our onion. We're only supposed to have about 2-3 tablespoons. It's not too much. I already know that I've got about twice as much as I need, so we're good. And that is all the coriander we need. We don't need much. So there is the majority of it. I'll set this over here. Probably not going to use that much cabbage, but we'll see. Got to make a judgment call while we're cooking it, you know? I'm not going to be quite as persistent with the tofu as I have been. We're going to cut it up into cubes and not slices this time. So cut it in half each way. And cut it half vertically. Cut it half again. And cut it half again. And then cut it half this way. That's pretty much all you got to do. I was a little rough on it, so some of it broke. That's all right. Won't matter. We'll just get a fresh towel here. Squeeze out a little bit of water. Tired as per usual. Someone triggered an alarm at 12. Oh, that's fun. Tofu balls, because gyro with tofu balls, adding Cajun seasoning, some tzatziki, hash browns, a few other. What you missed? You missed the first recipe. All done. We've got our curry chicken over there sitting there waiting. We're working on our second one now. Every pepper is in the capsicum family. Peppers are fruit of the perennial shrubs belonging to the genus capsicum. Bell peppers, jalapenos, ghost peppers, habaneros, Carolina reapers, all different types. Yeah. All right, so that's good enough. We don't need to do any more than that. We're going to take some of our pepper here that we just ground out. Just kind of sprinkle it over. And then I'm going to put a little salt on it. Let me see what the condition is of our rice, because we actually need it to be finished. Oh, it looks like it is finished. Perfect. And this one had a little more water in it, so it's not quite as dry. Good. Okay, rice is ready. I think we're ready to go. All right, so process for this one. Cook our tofu first. Calling a bell pepper against a capsicum is the same thing as an American just calling it a pepper. So I'm going to grab our other pan. I was going to use the saute pan for this, but I'll use this one. Or the pot. We'll use the pot for the final, but for right now I'm going to use this. Because I got to tell you, it's a pain in the butt to cook tofu in a tall necked pan. We'll do the final that way, but not this. I'm going to need this frying pan anyway, because we're going to probably cook the rest of those green beans and make a kind of a Middle Eastern style. We've still got a little bit of time today. You'll note that there's not a ton of spices in this one. This one's basically depending on the flavors of the individual veggies. I am, however, supposed to be putting some garlic in here, and I completely forgot about it for about 2 minutes. Not a big deal. We can take care of that pretty quick. I knew there was garlic in it, and I didn't even think about it. And garlic shred. No big deal. Pot's not even warm yet. Today I learned powdered butter is a thing. Yeah. All right, let me check my notes, make sure I didn't miss anything else.
If you've ever watched Ordinary Sausage, you know all about butter powder.
Chopped garlic cloves, chopped onion, beans, carrot, cabbage, capsicum, and then the rice and the pepper and the soya sauce. So that's it. Our oil looks like it's ready. I'm going to grab a pair of soft-nosed come on.
Yeah, but the butter powder sausages were a hit.
That's the only thing I don't like about this pan is the way that it does the oil. It does such a good job though. I'm going to gently spread it around a little bit. Now I'm still need to put some salt and pepper on this side too. Wherever my salt disappeared to. All right, we want our tofu to be basically fully cooked. It's fried at this point. And then we'll grab our pot and put everything back in. He usually hates 95% of what he makes. Apparently, the buttered powder sausage was one of the best. Ooh. Hey, Daisuke, hello. Yeah, that is kind of dangerous. Our first recipe today went off pretty well. We've got a nice golden brown curry. It's definitely going to be a little on the spicy side because I kept adding chili powder to it. But maybe not, because we had a lot of extra paste. I feel bad for anybody that ever tries to make a mixed drink in my blender, because they gonna get something they weren't expecting. It's gonna be spicy. I honestly think that no matter how many times I wash it, it's gonna have spicy stuff in it. Just based off of the fact that, you know, look what happens when you wash your hands 8 times. And then you grab sensitive skin and see what happens. We need to be patient with the tofu and not sit and spin it. And I just used a phrase I shouldn't have. All right, let's take a look at our tofu. I'm just gonna flip one of them and take a look. Come on, I know you're 2 pieces. Come on. This vegetable pilau is actually going to be a little bit on the crispy side. You're not going to overcook your vegetables for this one. Spin, you say, yeah, you caught it. Hey, Dio. For using his coffee grinder for spices, I couldn't taste the difference in the coffee, though he could. Yeah, I use a coffee grinder for spices too. How you doing, Dio? Welcome in. Meh. Yeah.
Yeah, controller's having some issues.
Thanks. We do want to cook our tofu on all 4 sides, but One at a time, thanks. This is honestly the longest part of this particular recipe is right here. Just this part. Oh, I finally get to say it. Today is the day. We taught the lion to eat tofu. Now, come on. I've cooked tofu several times here. Quite a few times. And I got to tell you, one of my favorite dishes with this is making broccoli and tofu and making General Tso's sauce for it. Oh, I love that. I gotta say, if I could get like a wok with the coating that this pan's got, wow. Even tofu doesn't stick to it. It's great, and it's not Teflon. Now with the paneer, we're supposed to just basically cook one side until it's toasty and cook the other side until it's toasty. We're going to kind of do the same thing, but I'm going to flip the tofu a few times, kind of see if we can coat the sides just a little bit. I'm not going to be real careful about it. I'm just careful about the top and the bottom. Building up to this Futurama reference for months now. Yeah, I know. I've seen it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I have actually cooked tofu quite a few times. Part of my diet routine, really. I got to get back on it. I'm kind of half on it, half off of it. Next up is going to be our garlic, our chopped onion, our beans, carrot, cabbage, capsicum, and then we add in our rice last, and then a little bit of soy sauce. So there's no extra serious amounts of spices or anything. I am going to use the big pot for that.
Discovery Houston, press to ATO.
Liftoff of mission 41B, the first flight of the orbit of Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
Discovery's 4 computers now have primary control.
I haven't even seen half of it, half off because of my old college days. Yeah. You say this, but I know things. These green beans, I don't know. I don't want to overcook it. I don't want it to become dry. We're just going to kind of toss it a little bit here and there. I swear it looks like it's supposed to storm outside, but it is not actually doing it. Huh. Yeah, I don't want to overdo it, so I'm going to pull it out. Bring our pot back over. A little bit of our olive oil. We'll let all the little bit of water that's in there sizzle out first before we start. "100 degrees in pleb units," yeah. 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 I need to be careful. I need to be more careful. I let myself gain almost 20 of the 30 pounds I lost back. That's basically pretty egregious because I had done so well. All right, here we go. Garlic. Bonus, added a little hot pepper. What did my... Okay, fine. That was a little too hot. That's all of our veggies all at once.
Liftoff of mission 41B, the first flight of the orbital Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower.
Update, I've got about half an hour, 45 minutes, and
Now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
West booted up.
I suppose burn calories as much as I consume. Oh boy. Oh no. I'm eating and still losing weight. Yeah, well, we know how you are, Aster. Yeah, I got the same problem. All right, our veggies are somewhat softened up. We don't want to soften them up too much. I told you this was an easy one. This is a very easy one. Bright, colorful, tasty, not overly seasoned, not heavily seasoned. We do need to mix our tofu back in. I'll turn the heat up I'll turn the heat back on for just a minute or two here, but kind of low. Oh boy. I totally did not get a snoot full of everything. I mean, you're not wrong, Ursa. these were our two primary dishes today. I might do some bonus ones tomorrow, because it's going to take a little while to cook these green beans. So we've got kind of a vegetable pilau. It's not really pilau because pilau's got a few other things in it. I don't know what got into me there. And then we've got our
spices.
There weren't any in that one. I think it was just that pepper. And then we've got our curry chicken here. Just pepper. That's all that was in it. That one's supposed to be a veg dish. Oh. Might have just been that curry, that hot chili that I put in there. But there we go. There's our dishes for today. I'm sitting right about on time too. So we will see about doing the other things tomorrow, maybe in Discord if I have time. When I was 39 without gaining weight, yeah. The exact moment I turned 40, my body flipped the metabolism switch off. Yeah, same here. Yoshi's full name is Theropoda Yoshasor Mucha. What? Not even joking. Wow. Okay. That's a name. All right, so there is our South Indian dishes for today. These look great and they smell great, and well, I've got my head all cleared out now too. So we are going to see if we can raid out to somebody today. I hope everybody hangs on and has a great weekend. I think you made the what robot sound effect? Oh, it's one of the names of all time. Yeah, that would be. All right, let's see if we can find somebody to raid. We'll go over the wall of love first, of course. And Jindal, of course, thank you very much for the raid today. And Al, thank you so much for gifting a tier one sub to Nate and Fido and Ciranova, as well as Cola and Sleeping Axel. And I'd also like to say, a little while ago, we had a follow from Wolf Blueberry. Me so hungry. Nice. And Jen, thank you so much for the raid of 14. And Saint Eternus with the raid 2. And Theo, thank you so much for the help too. Y'all have been so great today. I don't know why everything's half broken. I'm gonna have to check into it. I don't see our wall of love rolling either, but you know, today's just been a day, I guess. Well, let me see here. About all I got is World of Warcraft here. And Metro Exodus. We'll go say hi to Baron today. As for a raid message, if you've got my emotes, you're welcome to use them. If you don't, that's fine. Use whatever you got. We're going to say hi to Baron. You're welcome to cut and paste in chat. Baron's working on Atom something. Atomfall, yes, Atomfall. I'm not sure what this one is. This is a new one for me. I thought it was one of those Vault games. Anyway, I hope everybody has a great night and has a great weekend. Y'all enjoy yourselves. Cook something up. If you want to use Discord, you're welcome to. If you want to join Discord, all you need to do is just use the link under the stream. We will get you as soon as we can. Just let us know you're there. Y'all have a great night. Have a great weekend. Hang on for the raid, because here we go.